在所有体育项目中，没有比足球更让中国人牵肠挂肚、念念不忘的了。经历无数次失败，从未放弃再战的信念，胜利的渴望，绿茵场上寄托着中国人的足球梦。100年前的师夷长技以制夷，依旧鼓励着中国足球走出国门，期待不断提升自己。经济持续强劲的中国，也在不断吸引着众多国际足坛豪门来到中国传经解惑，助力中国足球一步一步地迈向梦想。趁着德甲豪门拜仁慕尼黑中国行的机会，让我们在这个火热的夏天一起来聊聊拜仁的足球梦与背后的 SAP 力量。
Ni hao. So my name is Lars Lammerty. I've been with SAP for 27 years now, and since a couple of years, for more than 10 years, I'm responsible in sponsorships and for a lot of sponsorships, and for example also with the sponsorship of Bayern Munich. As probably some of you know, SAP was founded in 1972. And it was always, sports was always a big part of SAP. For example, on the left hand side you see two of our major founders, Dietmar Hopp and Hasso Plattner, the one over there, and they are all big sports. And when it comes to sports, like a club of Bayern Munich, we are targeting more or less 3 different areas. So first of all, we are targeting in a classical way the business operations. What does Bayern Munich have to do to run its operations? Financial systems, human resources, accounts payable, and all this stuff. Also when it comes to organizing a game, the connected stadium is one of the showcases which we have. So what it means to when the fans arrive to the stadium, that the traffic will show them where they find the best parking place and things like that. So this is all about business operations. On the other hand side, we want to reach also to the fans. We want to give Bayern Munich better insights to the fans. We want to provide Bayern Munich now with the help of SAP, and Stefan will talk about a little bit later, can provide better service to the fans. In the past, for example, a fan wants to buy a merchandise, some jerseys, he had to log on in the web shop. He wants to buy a ticket, he had to log on in a different shop. And the goal of Bayern Munich is that this all comes to one, so that the fan has only one user with Bayern Munich and can buy everything there. So these kind of things. And in the end now, also new for the last couple of years, we are focusing the team. The team, and you can probably go to the next slide. The team also with our new technology when it comes to analyzing big data. Next slide, it comes here. So we have the team performance, and with our solution Sports One, there we have some things what we can do, for example, around team management, organizing the whole team, having a team calendar, sending the people or the players exactly the information when and where they have to go, the trainings planning, and also player fitness is very interesting for the athletics coaches, so that they can track if a player, for example, when a player was injured and he comes back, you can compare the data of his, for example, of his fitness, of his speed before the injury, so the training and the coaches immediately can see if the player has recovered from this injury and things like that. So it means for Bayern Munich, it's not a sports club anymore, it's a professional business. Stefan will talk about it later on. So that's really the goal, to turn all this potential which is out there, especially here in a country like China. You know how big you are, how popular soccer will become, or football become in the next couple of years. So it's very important that these processes, social media, delivering the merchandising article, that this goes as efficient as possible.
executive dialogue session. So Lars, or rather Stefan, maybe you can answer this. SAP, 80% of our businesses are actually for SMEs. So what does this mean for you?
On the one hand, we are, if you just see the size of our business, of our figures of our turnover, we are a mid-sized company. But on the other hand, we are very complex inside. We have technical systems, e-commerce systems, we have our finance bookholding systems, we have many systems, as we are a retailer and a ticketing and an event company and everything else. So we need all the components of business and therefore of SAP technology which is available. And the second special point which differentiates us from other mid-sized companies is that we have around 600 million fans or people who like Bayern Munich around the globe, and we have to be very fast and we have to meet their demands and their fast-changing demands, and therefore we have to be always on the top of the technology development in order to not disappoint the demands of these fans. And therefore, on the one hand, we are a mid-sized company, but with a very complex demand for IT and for IT backup systems, and on the other hand, with a large brand and with many fans around the globe which we want to reach in real time and want to give them the experience technique-wise they expect us to offer.
Absolutely. So Lars, what role does technology have in all of this?
Yeah, as I tried to elaborate a little bit in the last couple of minutes, technology has become even more important. I think I just read an article in one of the biggest German sports magazines which showed how training took place in a Bundesliga club 30 years ago and how training takes place today. 30 years ago there was one coach for all the team. Now you have how many coaches in your first team? Probably 10. One for tactics, one for athletics and things like that. So, and obviously with the amounts of people involved in that, more and more data is generated. So big data is a big word.
So can you tell us what milestones that you've achieved so far?
When we, let's say, restarted our partnership, we achieved really big goals in a few years. When we started, we had 52 different systems within Bayern Munich. Ticketing system for stadium, ticketing system for our museum, ticketing system for our basketball. We had different bookholding systems, we had different data pods and that. We had more than 50 systems. Every single department established its own system, thinking it is the best for this department, which maybe was right at that point of time. But from day to day, it got more and more impossible for the systems to interact. And there were 52 different pods, 52 different systems. And then we reduced it to one system, to a SAP platform. We built our own data center. We host all our systems ourselves, technology-wise, and it helps communication and work-wise. And this is very important and was a big milestone for us. And we think that together with SAP we achieved a new level for sports companies with our own data center, with one system, with one data system, and we're very happy that we have achieved that basis, which now makes it possible for us to reach out for a good and modern future in that kind.
So we always say, even though SAP is a sponsor of FC Bayern, we always say it's a partnership. So to both of you, why is it important that we always say it's a partnership?
For us, it really is a partnership, exactly because back to the reasons Lars raised now. It's a vice versa challenge. We challenge SAP with the demands we have and with the needs we have, and we challenge them and we say we need that and that and that, and they challenge us vice versa, and they tell us what is possible in technology and whether we want to use it and how we can co-develop it. And therefore, it's we want to be in our branch of football. We want to be number one, and therefore, as technology is very important for us, it is good to have a partner who wants to be number one as well, and so we can co-develop in this area, of, let's say, technology and IT and systems. we can co-develop, and it's always then good for our image and for their image and for SAP image, but it is the most important thing, it is good for our business operations internally and for the experience of the fans around the globe. But I think it's really a co-innovation because everybody, SAP and Bayern Run, both of us, we want to be number one in what we're doing. And therefore we challenge each other day by day.
This was also developed in a co-innovation process, and this is what we understand, what we see as a partnership, and especially always also when we talk to our customers, we also I would love to talk more about partnerships with a customer than being just a customer, because also our customers, they have now in these days, they are standing in front of the huge name or world of digitization, and a lot of companies know we have to do something, we have to be more agile, we have to be more flexible, but a lot of companies are struggling how to do it.
Maybe I can add one word. When Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, our CEO, stood up and said to everybody who didn't understand that after football, after what happens on the pitch, this is the most important thing for the future of Bayern Munich. In order to be able to compete against the big clubs around the globe, and in order to be able to manage the complexity. Who didn't see that? Now, after this presentation, we won't see it ever. And this is the most important thing for the development of our future after what happens on the pitch. And therefore, we have to work close together with SAP in order to develop these systems, in order to be able to be successful in the future.
Okay, and where do we see the next steps of the partnership going? What else is coming up?
There are different things we are working on with SAP right now. For example, which is very important, is Sports One. Now they are really very much convinced about this product, and we want to introduce it now. We want to use it in the future. It took 1 year of development, co-innovation again. They said what they need. SAP developed. They helped us with good ideas, and now at the end, after 1 year. And they are really, that's their core business of our sports people. They are measured at the end whether the team is performing or not. They are not interested in whether a partnership with SAP is really good for sponsorship. They are interested in the performance of the team. And just with that background, they said, now we have to use SAP Sports One. It's the best product we have seen. And there are other things, for example, customer checkout, besides the sports, this field of sports, the customer checkout we want to introduce. We want to introduce new CRM systems. We want to introduce one ticketing system, the event ticketing. We're working on that. And so there are different big projects, many more I could raise. But yes, that's co-innovation again.
Thank you both very much for such an insightful conversation. So right now I'd like to invite Shannan from Tencent to facilitate the next session.
现在我们邀请今天这个活动最重头的嘉宾入场 ，Welcome Diego。很高兴能今天来接受我们的采访。那刚才也提到关于赞助商的支持，那我们 SAP 也是作为科技方面一直给Bayern Run Simple有支持。那他认为科技对于一个球队的发展有多大的作用？
Well, the world changed, and the teams we have to change as well. We have to get more modern, and I think with this association we are getting as modern as football can. So we have now technologies that follow us, how we train, how we run, how we perform as every game. So that's very important for us, and then we can analyze the opponents and know how they play. That's a big deal for us.
那下赛季对于他个人来说有什么样的目标吗
Well, as a target for our team is my goal as well, that we have to win this Champions League that we are following the past years. But at the same time, as a football player, we want to play, we want to win all the trophies as we can and make the most goals as we can as well.
那最后一个问题也是想问他不仅作为一个伟大的球员，对他和他的兄弟的足球生涯有过什么样的影响
Fortunately, it's when you get the passion from your parents and you can enjoy it, you can love it. There's no other thing in life you dream about it. So for me, it was very easy to decide to play football because it was in my blood and I want to do it. But the most important thing is not just about how is the game, how you play football. But for me, the most important thing, how was the behavior of a football player in his life. So I fortunately have this reference at home, and I can saw how a football player has to take care of himself and has to be very successful. So that's the key. The key is to love what you do and at the same time to learn with the people who have experience in that job.
非常感谢大家哥今天接受我们的采访。
Thank you very much for taking this interview.
Thank you.
谢谢。
以梦为马，不负韶华。虽然拜仁中国行短短的1周就结束了，但这只是中国足球不断提升自身的一个小插曲。SAP 数字梦想家相信，只要借助科技的力量，随着中国全民素质的提升，中国足球冲出亚洲，走向全球，绝对不再是一个梦想。